I'm on a timeline here. Where is he? He turns up. He didn't even have a van with him. I was like, where's your van and stuff? She goes, oh, I'm just coming to give you a price. I was like, what? You know, I was like, you should be ready to get it out. So I basically knocked on next door's neighbours, my mate's house. He's got a 16-year-old son. I said, only fancy 50 quid. And everything was coming out the windows, the doors, everything. And I said, just chuck it in the backyard. I phoned up another friend. I said, right, day one, I sacked the plumbing contractor and got pretty much all my own team in. Okay, that was my first hiccup within the first hour of going into this deal. So I got my own rubbish guy in. He was away for a week, so I said, just throw everything in the garden. We'll come and get it for a week. So that was everything going out. Jim,
nice.
you reckon this place? What's wrong with it? Surveyor.
Sorry, what was the question?
This is one of the main bedrooms. Can you, as a surveyor, can you pick up anything from that?
The windows, looks are good.
The windows.
Yep.
Shop, you've got possibly Artex on the ceiling, you've got Kobe, which might be it.
The main one in the first picture is the windows. Yeah. What do you say EPCs have got up to? D's, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
C at the moment, it's got into D's. Yeah, single glazed. You can't really see on this, but there was damping. There was not damp, there was condensation mold on the walls as well. So there's been smoking everywhere, there's smoke everywhere, and I can see the outline of the brick. It's a dual skin property.
Yeah.
But there's no heating in there. And I looked at the heater. There's the heater. When we went to do the refurb, and I didn't pick it up going round. I looked at the heater, picked it up, and it just came off the wall. It wasn't even connected. There was no heating going through it. So there was no heating in the upstairs of the property. I had a new boiler in, which connected downstairs, so heating goes downstairs. This is after the guys have finished on day one, just flicking the place up. When I first looked at this property, this is the second bedroom. You couldn't even see that window. There was so much rubbish in there. You couldn't open the door. Well, the door was just about to get that far open. You couldn't open it. So there's so much rubbish in there. Bathroom, is that mortgageable?
I think no, it's not.
Watch out, basin,
Yeah, for some reason I don't know why he's
They've taken it with him.
No, it wasn't, he was washing like that, he was just washing in the bucket. And these are wall panels which weren't sealed, so everything was going downstairs and blowing the roof downstairs as well. So that was the
So why did you do this? Sorry.
I don't know. I have no idea.
I
did say no right at the beginning.
Yeah.
You're insane, Gareth. You really are.
And I've got £5 invested in this already.
Oh.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But I can smell the money. There's money in here. Okay, so
I thought that's money you can smell.
How much money can I smell to put into it? So this is day one of the 14-day refurb. So the roof is now down, that's the kitchen, obviously. And this is I failed on it. I really did fail on it. I didn't do it in 14 days. I managed to do it in 16 days. Okay. So if you look at that was before. That's after. That's total new windows, double glazed everywhere, totally redone out.
How can you get the window guys done within 2 weeks? Usually they're.
It takes 2 weeks to order them, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's going down well. And it's Christmas. They do them in 10 days actually.
Oh, right.
But I was waiting for them on the last day. Day 16 they came in. Okay, they were the last ones to come in.
Okay.
You're right. To order double glazed units is about 14 days.
Yeah.
So I actually got him in prior to doing
Anything.
the refurb.
Okay.
Yeah. So he was my very first guy in there.
Right.
So that's the living room. That's where I sat initially in the dark, dingy area. It looks quite.
And how do you get tilers? Because tilers is usually the other biggie. If you need a tiler quick.
I didn't use tiles.
Oh, did you not? Okay.
No. And Mark, when I first met Mark, and I used to do a lot of refurbs, he did tell me something very, very important. When I joined the military, he said, "Were you cleaning toilets?" I said yes, because everybody has to go through. Jim's laughing because he's been there. And you know, I came out as I had 32 years. And was I cleaning toilets? No, I was getting other people to clean toilets. And he says, "Well, why are you still doing it? Meaning, why are you still going in and doing your own refurbs yourself?" So I have jumped in. I've taken there's a few tradesmen in here, or people good at DIY. Yeah. Okay, so I've done a lot of that. So when people let you down, I actually jumped in, and this nearly killed me. I was there till sometimes 4 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. Okay, doing this. But this was the end result anyway. So that's the bedroom now.
This is wonderful.
Yeah.
Excellent.
That's a small bedroom where we couldn't see the window. And this is set up for a service accommodation now. It's ready to go. I've got cash coming in now, literally 16 days later. That was the bathroom. What I do now is a lot of my rentals, I don't put tiles in, I put boards in. Those boards, and they're brilliant. There's there's no grout, mould in the grout or anything. If you're going to do high-end stuff, I'd stick with tiles, but for the renters, it looks alright, doesn't it? It looks alright. Sinks back there now as well. That's the kitchen. Has the Howden's one, 800 quid?
So 9 unit, yeah.
9 unit? Okay. One thing I will go on about kitchens, and I bought loads recently. I'm on my 11th refurb this year. This isn't one of them things, this is last year's refurb. But what I found, these are splashbacks, they're not tiled, they're cut, put in, they're quicker to do. But I ended up putting that bloody kitchen in myself because my bloody, you said, how do you get all the people? Day one, they've let me down.
Yeah.
I ended up putting the bloody kitchen in myself, and I don't want to do that anymore. And what I will tell you about, okay, it's quite a small kitchen, but one thing I found out is if you've got a square rectangle kitchen, they just go in so easy because each kitchen. When you've got something which is a bit fiddly, they take longer to go in. Okay, so that's one thing. I think that one cost me. I think it was just about £1,000. Okay. I'll tell you a top tip. My little top tip about kitchens. I never get new draining boards because the older ones, as long as they're reasonably good, depends on what side of rental you're going to do. I always reuse my draining boards, put new taps in them because they're thicker metal. The newer ones now, they're thinner. Jim, you must have seen that. So I try, if they scrub up well, I'll use them again, and it saves you about 80 quid. Okay, so a little thing, just put new taps on it. That's the front room again. So yeah, that's all set up now for
SA, yeah.
an SA. Yeah, like I said, I failed 16 days because Gemma was waiting for the windows to go in. But that was bringing in everybody I knew. I literally phoned a friend in. I was like, can you help us out? Can you help us out? Literally. So that's it. So that's the outcome. And this is the numbers on it.
How did you square it with the mortgage company to do it as an SA? Were they okay about it?
Sorry?
The people who charge the properties that the mortgage.
I just said I'm going to take. I just said, are you happy for me to take over the mortgage? I didn't ask any more questions, and they said yes.
Yes, but isn't that mortgage fraud?
No. It's breach of contract.
But
It is, yes.
but he was not paying, and I said, do you mind if I catch up his arrears and pay? And they said yes.
They just want their money.
So they want their money.
Yeah, it's a breach
But
of
you've got to,
contract.
if you're going to do it the proper way, you've got to say, can I rent it
I
as
know,
SA?
yeah. I agree what you're saying.
Yeah.
And I would
So-
probably do it too, but it is just to let everybody know this is mortgage fraud. You know that because you're not telling them.
It's a breach
Okay.
of
Yeah,
contract.
it is a breach of contract. You
Well,
could be
all I did is I phoned them up and I said, are you happy for me to take over the payments on the mortgages?
You said the minimum amount of words you need to.
And if it's mortgage fraud, well,
I'll cut that with Aaron.
but I mean, I didn't know that until she told me, to be honest with you. So that's the way I worked it. And they, to be honest with you, I did speak to the TSB, and they were quite happy I was starting to make the payments because this guy was going to go repossessed again, and I think if he'd gone to court again, he would have been repossessed.
And you had to pay his debt off, is that right?
I had to pay the debt off, correct.
Which was
All the mortgage work, all the money which I started off with.
Right.
So this is what I agreed with.
Okay.
Then the option fees were in total 5,680.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's with the legal fees shoved on there.
Yeah.
Cost of works, I took that on the chin. That was my 12,345.58. Do you know what my first cost was? 22,000.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's 10 grand. That's
How
how
did you get
much
the
that guy.
water reduced? Because that was £6 before.
I'll tell you that.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I'm basically saving myself 10 grand just by taking that over myself. I wouldn't recommend you do that because it didn't kill me. The mortgage payments I paid off. I had 6 odd grand initially. I spoke to the mortgage, the water people, and they said, right, if I pay half of it now, they will take their legal costs off and stop all legal action.
Okay.
Okay, which was quite good. which I thought was South West Water. But he hadn't paid his water bill for 2 years. They're quite happy to get some money and not having to pay the legal costs to go and go down the legal route again.
Just to let you know, because I've actually worked for a company who had to phone round to various people. This is in my other business, but the lenders do actually have a social obligation, and they do want to avoid actually kicking people out
Exactly.
and taking
Plus it costs them more to go to court. Okay, so I did actually pay up front £3,782.32 to the water company just to keep them on side and say, right, okay, I'll split the costs over the next 2 years, and they were quite happy with that. So my total cost there are £21,807.09. The monthly costs, okay, that's taking in all his bills, and the thing that was killing on him in this was that loan from Central Trust, 17.5%. And once I started paying them, they were really, really happy because this guy hadn't paid them either. And like I said, now what I do with properties, I'm trying to be quite ethical. Well, you just said I've just made mortgage fraud.
We didn't know that, yeah.
But that's not defence in court, is it? But what I did say to them, I said, look, you happy for me to take the payments over? They were happy with that. So was the loan company, and so were the water companies. So what I've done is I've actually got him out of the crap big time. I've given him an extra bit of money to get his life sorted out. I've then, you know, all the people he owes money with, I've helped them out as well because they're quite happy now. They're getting paid eventually.
That's in that monthly cost, Gareth, yeah.
Sorry, the monthly cost
is covering those.
So the monthly cost is the mortgage and the loan. Okay.
Wouldn't you pay the loan off and get a cheaper loan? Sorry.
No, because I've already got 12 grand stuck in there. I didn't even want to put 12 grand into it. I wanted to flip this on Mark's one of assistant sales originally, if I go back to it. So I've already got 12 grand, and like you said, if I'm committed fraud or anything, they can come in and say, hang on, mate,
I don't think
we're
it's
having
maybe
it.
fraud, but it's
I'm not quite sure on that. I think, to be honest with you, I think institutions, as long as they're getting money, because they have to make money as well. So I've already got 12 grand stuck in this, and I don't want to put any more money in it. So yes, you're right, I could have just paid it off and then reduce my monthly cost, but I didn't worry. I've got 2 years on
I know,
this.
but get a cheaper loan that's not 17%.
I could have, but I mean,
Yeah, sorry.
you know, I didn't want to put any more money into it, basically.
Yeah.
So anyway, my monthly costs were £559.83. The service accommodation guy gave me a slightly higher rate because when you do service accommodation, your insurance goes up slightly as well. Okay, so I managed to, because the monthly rent on this would be about £650, so 25 quid extra on it. Okay, so that gives me a cash flow of £115.17. Who would do this deal? Not the best deal. And I always used to say I must have £200 come out of the deal a month. Any deal I do, I think I'd probably put that up to 250 now. Okay, that's because, you know, if your boiler goes or something, that's your profit wiped out for a year. Okay, so it's not the best deal in the world. Okay, would everybody agree that this is not the best deal in the world? But I can still smell the money in here, and it's not just 150 quid a month. Okay,
Your exit.
what's my exit?
No, that's where the money comes in. Take it.
Yeah, I've got the option.
Yeah, I think
I've got the option. Okay, who's got maths? So I've got £5,680 fee, option costs and legal fees there. I've got £12,345.58, plus paying off the water, which is £3,782.32. Total of 21,000. Okay, so I've got that invested properly. How much? So it's 2 years, 24 months. How much is the 675 multiplied by 24?
So you're filling it and getting that income every month.
Not guaranteed.
16,200.
16,200. Okay. Plus I'm getting my little cash flow of £115.17 multiplied by 24.
Just 2,400 quid, just about. Is it? Just a little bit more than 2,400 quid.
How much is that?
Just over 24, about
24,000. Okay, £24,000. Remember what I said, the option deal was anything I pay out on it, bar my refurb costs, are coming off the purchase price.
Oh, yeah.
So now what have I just done? I've paid off £24,000 off that, And now, which I haven't told you as well, the palace value has gone up to 135,000. Okay, so what have I just done in 2 years?
Make 50 grand.
Yes, but what else have I just done? What's my exit fee? What's my exit strategy now? I've got £24,000 over 2 years. You know,
Refinance.
to refinance it. What's that? 24,000.
Yeah.
That's your deposit.
Impact on investment.
Yeah. So it's about 20% deposit on the 100,000 plus the property's gone up in value to 135.
Yeah.
What have I just done?
Impact on investment.
Yeah.
Bought property for free.
So the figures to start off with, no one would touch that deal, would they?
I'll do it now, yeah. I said no right at the beginning when it was going to the storm.
Do you see what I'm saying? So I can smell the money. So now all of a sudden, and once you've done all the costs and everything, because there's going to be a bit of a sting in the tail for this one in a second. Once you've done all the costs, yeah, can you see in about 4 years' time, you've just got a property for free.
Yeah. So just run through those numbers again
Yeah,
from the top.
I'm not so clear. Yeah.
Okay. So my total fees, yeah, were £21,870
Yeah.
and 90 pence.
Yeah.
Purchase price, I've already agreed the purchase price of 100,000, correct? So that off 100,000 is what?
80 odd quid, yeah.
Well,
80
79,000.
79,000.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
79,000, so I've already got that invested. I'm also paying his monthly costs down, and the option deal was the monthly costs are coming off the purchase price,
Ah.
Okay.
yeah?
Ah.
So 24 months, and I'm getting a profit for cash flow here.
Yeah.
With you now.
Yeah.
And then so after 24 months, I've just paid down, I've got more than adequate
Yeah.
chunk of money there to cover the deposit.
And his mortgage is still on repayment, so he's going to have to pay left back to the bank again.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And the mortgage
so-
price was coming down, but I kept it up there.
I understand why you didn't refinance.
Yeah, I could have done, but.
Yeah, I know
this-
why you didn't, yeah.
Trust me,
Makes
this
sense,
isn't over
yeah.
yet. So, can everybody see that's quite a good deal now?
Yeah.
So who would now do that deal? Yeah? So if everybody wouldn't do it.
Did you know that?
No,
outside
I
of
wouldn't
work?
do it. The
No,
trauma
stress,
of
yeah.
stress
Yeah.
of doing that.
The
I wouldn't
stress,
do
the
it, yeah.
stress was horrendous.
Yeah.
The initial works was horrendous, I'll
Mm.
be honest with you. And there is easy ways to do it. Go back to Mark's strategy, they're a lot easier. But I could smell the money in here, and I just wanted to test myself, see how fast I could actually do a house as well.
Mm.
And
Gareth, is that your 22 grand that's in there, the 21,807?
no,
It's your
all the money I've got shoved in here, it's 12,000 still.
But it's your 12 grand, not investment.
No, that was all my money, all my own money. Yeah, and I'll come on when I go into the lessons identified on this. I'll go through it. Okay.
Sorry, hang on.
That's 20 grand
Brian's
plus,
right.
yeah.
But the 5,680, you paid that, didn't you? That's another 5.
Yeah, so total money I've got in here is 20 odd grand.
Oh, I got it. Okay, yeah.
But that figure and that figure is coming off the purchase price. That figure
Oh, I see.
is what's my money staying in.
It's still in there, yeah. Okay.
But in all essence, I've got 21 grand stuck in here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Does everybody happy with that so far?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the sidewinder that came and kicked me in the thing. June this year, she's getting let out. He phones me up, says she's coming out. I want to get rid of this property. The stress of it is killing me. I'm just going to go. Plus, I went round the property to do an inspection on it and found a letter from the TSB saying we're repossessing this now because he's now going to be going to a third time to the courts, and this time they're going to get it. Okay.
Sorry, I don't understand that bit. If you're paying the debts off.
Yes, but they didn't tell, and they were great with me on the phone. But I got a letter saying, right, I'm going to come and repossess you. We've had enough of this. We want to come and repossess you. And I don't know why.
You were in breach of contract.
Maybe I don't know. But they said we're going to come and repossess it. Luckily, like I said, I've got a portfolio in the background, and I was refinancing money at the same time. And just as soon as I started this, I wanted to get some cash in my cash in till before I went into this. So I've got another extra. So I've got cash ready to go. I had refinanced a couple of properties, and I had 100 grand in the bag anyway.
Mm.
So that was, this is why you've got to think about.
Did
your
you get it at
exits.
the repo price then?
I still honoured my contract with him, the option fee to buy it for 100,000. Okay, what's going on there?
It's the TV, isn't it? Have you got a TV remote somewhere?
TV remote.
Sorry, yeah?
TV remote.
Oh, there isn't a remote.
So
How
you
do you
turn
stop
off
it
the-
turning?
Click.
Touch screen.
Is it touchscreen? Sorted.
No.
You don't care when you
Do a switch on.
So yeah, that really came back to, and I was like, ugh, because I was lining up a few more deals to go through there. But she's coming out, and you might have touched that before.
Yeah.
So that was like one of those jerking moments. So I went, right, okay, we'll just buy it out. So I paid off the 80 grand. Okay, so now what I've got is I've got a property which is cash flowing 675 a month. It's unencumbered. I'll leave it for about, well, it's already, I can do it now. I'm probably going to do it in January to refinance it, get all my money out of it, which
Yeah.
I've put in it, and then still keep on going. But I'll give people a word of warning from this, which I've just found out in the last 6 months or so. When you're doing, who else is anybody in service accommodation here? No? If you get someone who's going to do a service accommodation, there's the lenders don't like him. They don't like service accommodation. So I've got a couple of other options to get out of this anyway. But I'm trying to refinance it, unless you start taking over the service accommodation yourself. But they definitely don't like you doing it to a third party.
Do you need any licenses for service accommodation?
You do, because it's a B&B. You
It's
need a
a
license
B&B,
from the
yeah.
council.
What really hits me, that's why mortgage lenders don't like it. So I'm going to refinance this and get all my money out of it. I'll